Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Andrea and today I'm going to do a flip through of my first month in this notebook, this Stalogy 365 notebook. I am keeping it here in this traveler's notebook from Chic Sparrow, and I did this pocket. I followed a tutorial from Sarah Martinez. She's in YouTube and she has a great tutorial on how to do this kind of sleeve for your notebook. She did it with a Hobonichi, but I thought I would borrow her idea for my own notebook, and I only changed a few things basically because I made a mistake, and I added some tape here to make it last a little longer. But it's great because now the elastic bands don't damage the notebook and you only put your notebook like this. So I will link her video down below in case you're interested, and she has all the steps to do it. So Sarah, if you're watching, thank you very much because this was really great. So let's start. Now the first few pages are a little different because I was testing what style I was going for, and I'm honestly not very happy about the first few pages, but I will show you anyway so that you see how the journal evolves, and it will always evolve because we also do. So I hope you understand, and well, let's start. So this is the cover. I did some washi here. I will zoom you in a little. Okay. And I wrote Diary of Andrea and my last name, and I used craft paper, and I wrote a quote from Charles Chaplin: "A day without laughter is a wasted day, a lost day," maybe better. I don't know, I found it in Spanish, so I'm sorry. This I wanted to do for every month, like a cover per month. I don't like this page, honestly. I was not sure on what to do. I wanted to try my Tombow pens, but I don't really like them here. I did a border, which I also don't like because I think it makes the notebook too small. And I got this idea from a channel called the Inky Quill. She does Hobonichi, and she puts a selfie every month, and I thought that was great to see how you age, because that's also nice. That's also evolution. But I did not like it because I don't have a color printer and this is too white. You don't see there, but it's really white. So I don't like this, but it was worth a try, and I don't want to take pages out just because I want to go back and see if it got prettier or more my style. It's a way to discover yourself, not only the things you write, but also as your art or the colors you use. I think it helps you, so I will just leave it there. So this was the 14th of February. I started on mid-February, so that's why I'm doing the flip through now on mid-March, just 1 month. And I started on Valentine's Day, and I really don't like this spread as well. I was testing things, but I did not like the craft paper, and I realized that I did not want this to get bulky because it has so many pages. So what I did was I draw here these roses that my husband got me, and I thought this is the part that I like the most. So I thought in the next page I would only draw. I would not put any washi or stickers. Maybe I will do in the future, who knows, but you will see the next page and you will see the journal that you already know. So this was the 14th, the 15th, and this was the 16th. So I did this while I was watching The Lord of the Rings. I was sick. I had the flu, a very bad flu, and I was in bed, so I did not want to do much. I did not want to get supplies, so I'm a fan of Tolkien, so I draw here the sword of Aragorn in the movie, Anduril. This tree was inspired by another book from Tolkien, the Silmarillion. And this here it says, "I am no man." This is actually a quote from the movie, from The Return of the King. I will not explain too much because I don't want it to get too long in things that you may not be interested. I'm very geeky when it comes to that. But I really like this style, so I decided to try and go on like this. And this was the next day. I was still sick, so it didn't do anything. I just drank tea and had my medicine, and these are the tissues, and I started putting some lettering here, just fake lettering with my micron pencils you have seen. And I thought that this style was speaking to me. I really liked just the drawing, this part, not the rest. And then I thought I will focus on that. So the next day I was still sick. It was a very bad flu. My husband got me The Hobbit, the movie. I had not seen it because I had heard that it was very bad. I did not believe it at first because I kind of liked it at the beginning, but then I always watch a movie and then I watch it that for the next week I watch it all over again every night. I am that crazy. I don't know how my husband puts up with that, but he's so nice. And then I started liking it less and less. And here I wrote part of the song from the movie that Ed Sheeran sings. It was there already. I did here with watercolor the Tolkien's initials. Every book has them. And this I have from another book from him. Well, it's not from him, it's where they talk about his books and now the movies. And they had this kind of path sign. And of course I'm very bad with perspective, so this word I could not finish. But anyway. So I started really liking this style, and the background, I was just throwing watercolor there. This was the next day, and this was already the 20th, and it was the day where we had that beautiful moon. It was golden, really, and my husband came from work. I had not realized, and he said, "Have you seen the moon?" And I was, "No." And we went out and it was so big, so we decided to go out, and we had dinner out and we could look at the moon. It was actually very nice. And here there was nothing special about this day, so I decided to draw my favorite materials at that moment, which is this and this brush, my micron, and my watercolor pen. And the micron, I actually took the pen like this and I just drew it like that. I was lazy this day, but it works. Sometimes you have to help yourself, right? But I like it, and I like the background here. I was using these colors a lot, as you can see, very dull kind of colors, but I think they're beautiful too. Oh, all right. That's a horrible page. I will not even talk about it. You know how sometimes you try something and it works out great? And sometimes you try things and it goes horribly wrong. Well, it's there for me to see, but I will not show it because I'm embarrassed. It's horrible. I could not save it. My lettering went worse and worse because I did not have... I did not want anymore. So, yeah, I will not show it. I'm sorry. I will show you some bad stuff, but this is like the worst. It's too much. This was my first video I did about this journal. It's in YouTube. And I was not sure because I didn't know how the response would be, but I was very happy that you liked it. These are some delphinium, and this is my street kind of. And it was the day that the carnival started, so I will link all the videos that I have done about this journal. And also, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I will also link this one here, the Sarah's video, so if you're interested you can watch it. This I also have it in YouTube, I like this page. The colors were very different from what I usually do. It's when I started using brighter colors for some reason. I wanted something like that. Also about the Lord of the Rings, because this is not about the Lord of the Rings, but this is an elf girl. And I really like this page. If you have not seen this video, this is a stamp. I did not draw this part. I mean, the outside of the clock I did, but the interior where the numbers are, it's a stamp. And it's about time, how time is so important, and also how I drew this to remember who you are, and if you already know your path in life, stick to that path. I really like the message of this spread, and I really love the colors here. They are so pretty together, I think. So next, this one you also know. This is about the joys of the domestic life, how little things count to make you become a better person. Sometimes maybe you have the feeling that what you do is not important, but as long as it's to serve others and to make others happy, it's also very important. And that's what I wanted to remember on this spread, because there are days that if you're a housewife, for instance, like me, that's more or less what you do, right? And sometimes you think, oh my God, I have only cleaned, but it's also good. It makes others happy and healthy. So it's nice to remember that. What I like most about this page is, well, the plates I like a lot, the dishes, and this. The background, I feel that it needs more layering. I only used 2 colors here, I remember, but there's always a next page where you can try new things. Oh, so this is already the end of February. Wow, that was fast. And this is my March version of this. I still am totally happy. I don't know exactly how I will do it in April. Like, I want to keep this, what's going on currently in life. I want to keep it. But maybe I will try another thing, not so many fonts. Maybe I will just draw it crazy through the page. I don't know. Because to me, it's a little boring. I feel like if I compare it with my other pages, it lacks something. I don't know exactly what, but I will try again on April and let's see what happens. So already March. Alright, so yeah, I remember this. I posted on Instagram, I think it was this. And I don't like social media. I mean, I don't like Instagram especially that much, because I feel that in order to post something, you first have to do a flat lay, and people, it's all about aesthetics, and I'm not very good at that. I would just like to put it there, take a picture, and that's it. But that's not what people want, and that's why I'm not so regular on Instagram. And usually when I post something, my posts get 36 likes top, and this one got like 70 plus. So I was so happy when I did this page. I did 70. I know that it's nothing compared to what others do, but I think it's not good to compare yourself with others, but with yourself, like with your past self. So I did this. Yeah. This was the next day on Saturday when I went to confession, and this was a gift that I got for a friend. She had birthday the next day, so I went to buy her a candle from this shop, Rituals. I think it's a Dutch brand. It's incredible. If you have not tried it, it's very, very good, and I think everything is natural, and it's just the best. And I really like the background here. It was with a lot of water, just drops of water. So you get these thingies. I don't know how you call them. But yeah, I really like, these are usually colors I would not combine together, but I like the contrast. So yeah, this is one of my favorite pages. Alright, this page is like, usually when you've seen my videos, what I do is I put the paint. That's the first thing I do. I just put a lot of paint on the spread. But here what I did, because I wanted to more or less represent the makeup we had that day, because we dressed up as clowns, I thought if I do that, I will not be able to put all the details that I want. So I drew it first, but I feel like it needs something. I feel that it's incomplete, maybe because of the background, maybe because it does not have this kind of shading that I usually do. There's something like, I don't know, when you taste food and you don't know if it's salt or what's missing, you know, and this page gives me that feeling. But it was a fun day. I will of course keep it. I had a pink wig, my husband had a red wig. It was fun. So yeah, that was it. This one you also know. This one was the day of the yarn, the telephone, and the crocuses, I don't know. And what I like about this page are the colors. I think these colors are very pretty, so soft. I think because they are all cool tone, there's no, I mean, even if there's big contrast, because this yellow is a more lemony yellow, it goes very nice with the spread. I like cool tones. I like all colors, honestly. I like all colors. They're all beautiful depending on how you use them. The only problem I got here is I got some ghosting from this side. I don't know if you can see it. Well, it's there. Now this was March the 6th. This was Ash Wednesday. And my thought was to do a hand with ashes. But I don't know, I thought it was nicer with salt, and I remember this passage, salt of the earth, so I thought that was nicer, and that's something that I wanted to remember, so I did it with salt, kind of, I mean. And it's funny because this page has margaritas, and it has nothing to do with Ash Wednesday, but you know, sometimes happy accidents, you know. And what happened here was that my husband was telling me, well, okay, if you get lemons, take tequila and salt. He told me that. And then I told him, I don't know what's the bad thing about getting lemons. Like, lemons are great. I think I had never understood what people meant, really. I mean, I kind of understood, but what I didn't understand was why getting lemons was so bad. I know that you don't have to take it literally, but I was wondering, why did they pick lemons? Because lemons are so good. I think it's a cultural thing. I love lemons. So I just thought, and he explained to me, oh no, because they're sour, for instance, would be better to get an orange and then you get a lemon sour. But I love that about lemons. So anyway, so I drew some lemons and margarita. So it's funny because here I have the salt and here I have the margarita with salt. And this was very difficult to draw. I knew that I wanted the hand. That's why I did not film it, because hands are always very, very difficult. I had never tried, so this is what I got. I'm happy about it because it's my first hand, so I'm really happy. I know this part is a little weird, but whatever. And I really like the colors here. I like this pink. It's this one, by the way. Dark Flesh from Faber-Castell, the watercolor, and I think it's a super pretty pink, and I like the combination with the warm yellow and the purple. These are all with these pencils. This, I have it on video actually, but I have not posted it. I'm not sure if you guys will like it. What happened here, this was last weekend already. I did the background on Saturday because I thought I would finish it the very day that everything happened. This is one day actually, because it was so full. And I could not finish it, and then I thought, okay, then I will film it, but I already had the background. So what I did, something very unusual, but I wanted to play a little with the watercolor, so I added some stencil. I don't know if you can see it here, but I really like it. So I thought I wanted to do my backgrounds more interesting, and I think stencils is a great way. I don't have those sprays, so I do it in another way, very rustically, but I will show you in the future, because I think that if your style is pretty much the same, it's nice to have backgrounds that change it up a little bit. So I draw in English. This is a primrose. Are these primroses? I think so. Here they are called primel. The Latin name is Primula vulgaris. And because we were gardening that day, we planted a lot of these, and these are my gardening tools. They are actually pink. My husband got them to me in pink. I don't know what's the name of them, not in German, not in English, not in Spanish, because I only started gardening when we were here, and I don't even know the names in my mother language. And that very afternoon we did bread. Homemade bread, like we did the, how do you call that? The dough? I don't know. But it did not look as pretty as this one. Ours was much more rustic, but I thought I wanted to look like bread here, so I did these thingies. And yeah, this was fun to make, super easy. And there is the knife and the table. The board, the bread board. And this was on Monday. No, I'm sorry, this was on Sunday. It was very stormy here, and I wanted to do like a rough background because it was like that. We even had this, how do you call when you have these ice balls coming, like rain? I don't know the name in English, granizo it's called in Spanish. So I wanted to do a lot of like water dropping. And I just did an umbrella, but it was impossible to walk with an umbrella that day. And at 4, more or less, it got clear, and my husband said, oh, let's go for a walk. And I said, no, it will come again. Yeah, 5 minutes later, it came back, and we came home totally wet, but it was fun. And this was Monday. Look at her face. I mean, I wanted to catch some expression. I don't know how to draw faces, like it does not come easily for me. I have to practice a little, so I did a sketch first, and I wanted to catch that expression because something like that happened to me, and I was not like mad or something, but I was really thinking, seriously? I cannot believe this is happening, but it was happening, and it was confusing. And I think 10 years ago I would have been totally mad about it, but then I thought, you know what, let's just take it the fun way. So I draw her. I try to catch that expression. It's difficult drawing faces. It's very, very hard, and putting an expression on them, it's even harder. So that's what I got. I'm actually happy about it, but I think it needs practice. So this was Monday, and this was yesterday, and this is today. So I have not written here yet because I wanted to show you the background and more or less what I'm doing now, or what I'm trying to experiment a little. So I took some stencils and did this, and I think it looks super pretty, the white here. So I will do that more often. And here I was just picking dead leaves yesterday. It was very nice yesterday, the weather, so I decided to, because it had been so stormy, we had a lot of dead leaves in the garden, and I wrote it's never too late, because I feel that this year we are a little confused we are not expert gardeners, so we are a little confused on what to plant because it's been so warm. And I actually think that for some things you can say it's too late, but well, let's keep it hopeful. And this is from today already. These are like grateful hands. I thought I wanted to do this because especially today I'm very grateful for many things, and they need work, definitely. My hands here, this looks very bony. But you know, I think that it's good to be kind to yourself. I'm not ashamed to show you my stuff because I think that the most important thing is to be encouraged and to try to do it every day or as frequent as possible, because that's the only way we will get better. And I do my journal because I want to get better as a person and learn from my mistakes and remember funny days or sad days, but also because I want to get better at my drawing. I want to practice, and this is for me the most fun way to do it. So that's it for today. I will go back to more draw with me and also journal with me, because I don't want to stop that either. So I hope you guys like it. I wish you a very nice week, and I want to thank you all for your support. It means a lot to me. If you know someone who might like this video, you're welcome to share it with them. And until next time, bye!